Hello, I'm Kristen. I'm a local hippie, and today we're going to talk about a book I just read. So, I hope that you enjoy. I hope you'll comment. I hope you'll like, and I hope you'll subscribe. But without further ado, so I just finished this book today, and it was a very quick read. I read it over the course of a couple days just because I didn't want to, I don't know, like wouldn't say that I'm still in a reading slump, but I'm kind of in a reading slump. A little bit in a reading slump. I don't know. But um I just finished reading Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen, and I liked it. I really, really liked it. I have owned it for some time now, for about a month, and I was a little nervous to pick it up because this is something that I've been wanting to read for a long time. I read, not read, I watched the movie at a very formative time as a young woman, and I can tell you that it really influenced the way that I was acting at the time. I believe I was when I watched the movie starring Winona Ryder and Angelina Jolie. I think that oh my goodness, I think I was 19. Yep, I was 19 years old when I watched it. And I remember being influenced to, because it was a really rough time in my life. Just, I had a lot going on. I was very sad and very depressed. So I had a lot going on. And I remember watching this movie and thinking, you know what? If life is going to suck, why can't I just smoke cigarettes? So I started smoking cigarettes because I saw the movie and it was like the last little straw. And that was like 8 years ago that I saw that movie, and I still remember it. And I still remember the impact that it had on me as a 19-year-old girl, which is around the age that Susanna Kaysen is throughout this book. She's like 18. She's like just on the cusp of adulthood, essentially. And this book just follows her during her time in a mental asylum or a hospital that is that specializes in psychiatrics and matters of the brain and all those things and mental illness and whatnot. And I something about me is that I tend to really enjoy books like that kind of dive into the mind and the way we think as people. And I thought that she wrote it in such a way where it was um very enlightening, very educational, but also very simplistic, very easy to dive into and to read. And it was almost gripping in a way. When I started reading it, I didn't really want to stop. It felt very fast paced. The pacing was great. Um because it has like these short chapters. The chapters are only about, man, 2 or 3, maybe 5 pages at a time. And whenever you're reading on a Kindle, which is what I read it on, I do have the physical book, but I also decided to buy it on Kindle because I need to read on my Kindle more. Um, and it was great. It's great. I love this book, and I guess that brings me around to my rating. My rating was 4 stars for this because I could see myself reading it again in my life. And I think 10 years from now, when I'm 37 and I read it again, God willing, I'll have a different perspective on this book than I do now. And I think that that's a wonderful thing. I think that's the beautiful thing about a really good book is that you can read it at any point in your life and you can analyze it from a different angle just based off of your experiences, based off of wisdom, based off of life that you have yet to live or have lived since the first reading, and all the ways that you change and all the different parts of our lives that change and grow with us, and how those things affect the way that we perceive life and literature and art. So I'm so excited for that. And I do think that I will read this again one day. And I think I will like it all the same, because it was just a very quick read, very simple, very easy, but also very intelligent. You could tell she did lots of research in reading this book, and I was so impressed with the research that she did. And you could tell that she really understood it because she was able to break it down for you. She was able to explain it seamlessly and able to paint these pictures and give us illustrations of things to help us understand the topics at hand a lot more easily than we would if maybe she just copy and pasted from a textbook. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Miss Susanna did a really good job with this. I thought that, you know, it was very entertaining. I thought it was a really good read, and I'm so glad that I finally read it. Um, and that I don't only have the movie to go off of whenever I think of Girl Interrupted. So, that is my review, and that's how I felt about this book. And I hope that wherever you are, I hope that you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. I hope you read a good book. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you.